Yo, what up? What up? Who that? If you cool, text up. If not, suck a dick. If you in this bitch lurking at 5:30, 7:30 in the fucking morning, go suck a dick though. If you're not and you just checking in, what up? What's good? How you doing? Text up so I can give you your due props. Waypoint. Exactly. Good morning, sir. You got pretty early. Same could be said for me. My excuse is that I went to sleep early. I normally wouldn't even be up at this hour. First one of the day, and it is a beautiful morning. 7:30. Yeah, you got the 2 hour difference. Who else with us? Is that your other device? You watching on 2 devices or what? Already walked Bailey. Bruno over here huffing and puffing and shit. I just threw up a post and went viral. Just iPad. Just just okay. So it's just one. So the other account is the Dick Rider. Either faggot ass albino, Louis Q, or a homeless, fat Puerto Rican slob, Stephen McQueen. I like to narrow it down, you know what I mean? That's why I see like they left. I don't know why they're so scared of their own mention. They show up. I've been giving them their mention all the time. It's like they show up for it. So that's cool. But yeah, man, just up. Early on this Memorial Day. And Memorial Day weekend to you and your family. I don't celebrate it. To be honest with you, I don't even know what the celebration is about. Memorial Day. But it's a holiday. I'll take it all the same, right? Yeah, we all do.
Well, that was weird. That's weird. My screen just froze. I looked back and I was stuck like this. From when I put the music on. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Beginning the nice weather here. I'll take it. Yeah. Same here. Same here. We just started getting good weather in the last 48 hours. Remember last week we had rain, snow, sleet. I think we just missed out and skipped out on the hail. And that's funny, it froze up. This shit never freezes up like that. Yeah, started a new weather, started a good weather. They got the game later on today. Find out who the Eastern Conference champ is finna be. Playing in Miami. Miami lost their last home game. I assume it's all going to Miami. They got a mega confidence booster. They beat the dudes. They beat them at their home court. In their home court. Caught up. Stopped elimination. They got all the gusto they need. Now they're back home. Miami should win this. If we're just going by energy flow. Coming head to head with that Coyote a few times a week. He's getting braver and braver. Or just comfortable, I would assume. Coyotes aren't. Well, I don't know. So I'll put it in question form. Are coyotes known to stalk their prey? And coyotes chase prey on what? Animals smaller than it for sure. Not that much. But is he feeling brave? And he's probably interested in your dogs. Or she. Or it. More than you. Maybe. I doubt he's actually, or it's actually interested in you. It's probably seen humans before. Are you feeding it? Are you leaving food out there? It just sees it as part of its covering ground now. If in the coyote's brain your area is part of its roaming territory, hunting ground. I don't know. You might. I'm sure you got something else, but you might want to invest in a gas-powered BB gun. Drive them off the area. For the safety of your pets. Because how are you to be there every time? No slip-ups. He's there for a fucking reason. They're not geniuses. They're smart. They're intelligent, but they're not geniuses. He's there for a reason. What's the reason? That's the only thing you need to know. If he's getting all friendly and you're going to end up in one of those videos with the fucking, the coyote petting it on the head. I've seen these videos with foxes, coyotes. I've never seen it with a cheetah. with a lion, with a tiger. Not the tiger, the lion. The tiger in close proximity, where they grew the tiger from cub to a large tiger. I've seen those videos. Coyotes? I don't know about that. Hyenas? I ain't never seen none of them. I ain't never seen nobody friending the hyena, and the coyote's a cousin of. Did you send me a photo? Did you get a photo of him? Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah. You sent me the 2 videos. And he's a big motherfucker. He's about the size of a German Shepherd, if I remember correctly. He's no little fucking young teenager fucking coyote. He looks like a fucking wolf. And yes, your neighbor is an idiot. I mean, on one hand, it's cool if he doesn't or she doesn't or they don't have pets. And they can afford to do that and, be one with nature, so to speak, and get one of those videos. I friended this coyote in my neighborhood, But the only time that you should fucking do shit like that is when you're fucking 5 miles from your next neighbor. Where your next door neighbor, is actually miles away from you. Yeah, you can do shit like that. When your fucking neighbor's house isn't within view, you don't do shit like that. Because now the coyote, or whatever, the animal, sees that house, the food, the continuation of that's easy pickings, and now is interested. It's like fucking treated behavior now. It's interested in maybe all these houses have some shit for me. What's going on? Here's your dog playing in the yard. Oh yeah, you know what? I'll go for a little rundown. I'm tired of these easy meals. I would think that. Yeah. I'm a bit of a dog myself. She is pissing off all the neighbors. Well, then you guys need to fucking rally. Yeah, that's stupid. Yeah, you're wearing way too close. There's more. Way too close of a proximity for that dumb shit. Bitch, we got a petition going around in the neighborhood at the next community meeting. We are terminating your lease. We forcing your termination. We impeaching you out this bitch. Cease and desist. Cease and desist. Am I saying that right? Not cease and desist, cease and desist. Right? Stop that shit. I'd rally a fucking order on that bitch. Because it ain't gonna be nothing until it is something. When somebody's fucking dog, cat, child gets attacked, and what? Me? I would. Oh yeah. Now I'm not encouraging you to do anything. I'm just saying it's thought that just traversed through my mind. I would poison the fucking food that she's leaving for this thing in order to protect minds. Oh, you're not finna let? Okay, you know what? Before it escalates to anything else, it's gonna escalate to this. So what's she leaving? Steaks out there? That's good. That's cool. I'm fucking look it up how to poison a fucking animal. And then hope that the animal dies within our proximity. We find it, pick this up, and drop it off on her lawn. Here. There you go. Now you can have them all the time. Fucking inviting beasts into the fucking neighborhood because you're welcoming fucking problems. Like having a house and it's about peace, bitch. What you doing? Now Now I've never poisoned a neighbor's dog or none of that shit. But if we're out wherever, and this thing looks like a fucking wolf, it does. And before the poisoning, I would do what I suggested to you. That I would suggest: get a gas powered BB gun. She lay the food, put a camera in her angle, know the hours, know the time, watch for a little while, 2-3 days, whatever. Fucking catch it. Okay, yeah, he's gonna be here around 2:30. Here we go. You're not killing him. You're fucking hitting him. He don't know where it's coming from. He's gonna remember, ooh, this area is where I got fucking attacked, and I don't know what the fuck it was. It's very weird. And he's gonna get the fuck out of there. You can save his life by aggressing him or it, her. A few pets wander around. Don't. A few pets wander around. Don't want it to hurt them. Right. My dog can't go out and fucking play in his front yard because there's a coyote the size of a fucking wolf roaming down our streets because one of our neighbors is frequently feeding it. Now, in a peaceful world, that sounds very kumbaya-ish, one with nature and all. And if nothing were to happen but that coyote to come in and, get his food, well, then she should build a fucking goddamn encasement for it and throw a leash around its neck. Go viral, my pet coyote. But putting other people at risk by being stupid is not a good thing. A BB gun in my town is considered a firearm and not allowed in the neighborhood. Too congested. Really? Wow. All caps. BB gun's considered a firearm. Where are you again? Pennsylvania, right? No, Rhode Island. That's why Rhode Island's always been so fucking quiet. See, they're putting things in play to keep the peace. You can't even have a BB gun's considered a firearm. And to be honest, today's BB gun is a firearm. It is. It really is. You could kill someone with one of those things. Surely. It would take extra effort, but you could. Super close proximity, unload the entire round. You could do someone some grave harm. One of those things. The fucking air pump one, no. But the gas powered ones, yeah. They got ones now that they spit off at the fucking rate of a Uzi. Listen. So I could see that, but I'm surprised by that. Well then, I'm gonna have to get a little bit more Davy Crockett with it and go for the slingshot. You got a professional slingshot. You can't add a slingshot, so that's a firearm too. The slingshot ain't what it used to be. The slingshot would kill it. The slingshot would kill it if you caught that fucking coyote square with a full extension and the little fucking metal balls that they provide. You definitely knock them the fuck out. You can incapacitate the motherfucker for sure. Okay, what's the political correct response? Yeah. Uh, Petition, neighborhood petition, and additionally, uh, but I'm sure that that's what they've already been called. They've been called uh, pest control, right? Animal pest control. Not the fucking bugs. Not even animals. So just saying. True, true, and I don't know to whose defense it would be, but history has shown that many of animals have been killed due to just that. It wasn't the animal's fault. The animal's just being an animal. It was due to some stupid human that did some shit, brought the animal, took the animal out of its element, or some. And I don't know of. Yeah, let's check. Hey Google, how many coyote attacks are there in America annually?
On the website humanesociety.org, they say there have only been 2 recorded incidences in the United States and Canada of humans being killed by coyotes. One involved a child in Southern California in the 1980s and the other a 19-year-old woman in Nova Scotia in 2009.
These events, are rare as they are serious and warrant serious response. Well, I guess that would be her defense. You know that, right? The bitch get a lawyer and shit. She lawyer up. I'm not leaving. You can look it up. Google it. There's only been 2 attacks in the history of coyotes. I'm taking my chances. Good lawyer would argue that 2 is too many. 2 is enough to bring about, defense. Fool me once, okay. Fool me twice, it's on me. I'm surprised at that, though. There's only 2 attacks. So, she didn't read out, I'm surprised also, she didn't read out the last sentence. It said, uh, it's very rare. It said, well, it's very rare. Something, 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 something. And I wonder if the 2 attacks was those coyotes working in a pack or alone. I go to find my drone and the sky fills with all kinds of birds. When she comes outside to feed, she bangs on a pan and makes some weird noises, and they come for food. Some vultures even attack her. She goes, what the fuck? What do you have the fucking? What do you live next door to the fucking Beastmaster's ex? The fuck? Remember that movie? The fucking TV series, Beastmaster? His bitch would pause it. Caca! 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 And fucking Bruno woke up. He's like, what? You answered to the call too, bro? He's like, man, what are you on? I can't figure you out. He'll punk ass back to sleep. Wow. I would clown her. I would record and clown her. I swear to God. I'd get a telescopic fucking zoom for my phone. They got them. I never bought one, but they got them. And you can see the fucking moon. And then load that up. I'd record that bitch. Check this bitch out. Oh. What happened after Tarzan left Jane? Oh shit. And the vultures attacked her. Bitch, we want to pick off your bones. You ain't leaving behind enough. Huh? she gonna be that one rare instance where a vulture attacks a person and it's alive. Oh my God. You need to expose her to the rest of humanity. Check this bitch. Any given day, this is what she does. This is what I deal with. Oh, I would kill that post. I want to ask my neighbor for a cup of sugar, but and then roll the footage. Oh, so I was gonna ask my neighbor for a cup of sugar, but well, you know, the crazies are everywhere, even in Rhode Island. I guess it's not that quiet. I go down. She has to. She hasn't been in the paper. No one's went to the fucking local paper, the local news. Like, huh? I can zone in pretty good with my air too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We got that zone, that zoom level. Maverick 3 would be awesome. Not sure it's legal to film it like that. Keep her face out of it. That's all. And then when you edit the footage, just have like don't zoom in on her face. You just zoom in on her figure, so it's just a person. We can't really make out it's her. We don't know that this is actually Karen. You know, that's to your defense. You know, you can't just run up as she's coming out. Yeah, bitch, what the fuck are you doing? It's you know, keep it from a distance. I wouldn't bring the drone out like in the air when she's doing that. One of those vultures might fucking nab that your shit. But yeah, the zoom from the Mavic Air 2. If I knew she was setting up, I'd be drone ready and just fly over, like way over, like leave in the opposite direction. She doesn't see the drone and then come back. And then, you know what I mean? You know, we can get the downward look. Just fucking drop in from there because you don't hear it. Unless you're moving fast, but you can creep the drone. You know that. You can ninja the drone. And I think within 30, 40 feet, no one ever hears the drone. Unless you've got it on sport mode or you pull in quick. They'll hear the propeller from the shift of the your direction. Just that, but that's it. And I mean, shit, you can go up to 60, man. They won't even see it, and then full zoom in down. You'll probably be over the birds and all that. Actually, that would be the awesome view. You could see, put Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Show how this fucking witch. She's sounding more and more like a witch now. You know what I'm saying? Is calling crows and ravens and vultures to the community and fucking wolves and coyotes. What the fuck is this bitch on? I'd arrive at that. We're gonna rally the fucking tiki torches. The animals might come to her defense. Oh, there'd be no limit. There'd be no end to the fucking jokes if I was your neighbor. Animal control told her to stop. It was illegal, and they were supposed to fine her. And then they just left her alone. Maybe because the owner is sick and a nice guy. His girlfriend feeds it. Or maybe she's a fucking witch. Oh man, I'm rallying the fucking community. We're breaking out the tiki torches. That sounds like some shit straight out the movies. We called the authorities, but they don't have any problem with it. You know. Meanwhile, inside, she just waved a hand and told him, "You will leave me alone. I do not exist. I will leave you alone. You do not exist." That sounds creepy. Bad enough. I mean, how it started with the coyote. I'm thinking, all right, this bitch got vultures coming in, all sorts of shit, the ravens. I'd be worried. I'd raise, you might want to call the priest with y'all as well. We don't laugh at her, she's so ignorant. I don't know. We might want to give her some credit. Is the community, I would say, if we were at the community meeting, I'd be like, I don't know, maybe we're the ignorant ones. Maybe we're naive. We should look into this. Come to find out, she's a whole witch. I believe in them. I believe they exist. Wholeheartedly. She sounds like a powerful one. This bitch might be. She sound like Poison Ivy from Batman. She's probably using the hippie girl thing as a cover. That's her cover. She's really a fucking witch on the low. Sometimes she has over 100 ducks in her yard. They stop traffic when they cross. Listen, that's it. We're moving. Either we're moving or she's got to go. We're moving or she's moving. Piss her off. Gather up the boys that come duck season. See to it that there's only but about 4 or 5 ducks in her yard. Now we ain't gonna go shooting up her yard or nothing. We just gonna catch them on the way in. When they fly off, we following these bitches back to their home. Bring your hand on it. That's my resolve. Kill all the animals that she has command over. It's not the most political resolve, but it's a resolve. What is she like? I know she's totally one of those. She's probably one of those against the fur and all that. I'd walk my dog back and forth every day with him with a chinchilla on and me once. I'd have one on too. Rocking leather coats, all sorts of shit. It would be war. hunt them from boats across the street with it. Yeah, we got this bitch. This bitch standing in the way of the food chain. Listen, you want to do all that? It's beauty. It's a thing of beauty. It really is. I, for one, am quick to call us as humans stupid. We're so fucking dumb. We think we're so fucking smart, but we can't talk with the animals. Every species, everything from insects to worms to vultures to the whales, wherever, all over the planet, that motherfuckers are just talking. They communicate. Do we understand? Can we get involved in the conversation? Not that I'm aware of. So we're still dumb on the timeline of humanity and how things go. We should have been talking to the planet. It's like talking to the planet, talking to the animals on the planet. Like this lady, one with all and shit. Now, that's nice. It is. But it's also dangerous. And might I add, weird. Since all we do is talk to each other and yell at our pets. But, playing devil's advocate, all the same, it's cool. That's actually cool because I would get tired of poisoning animals, and then she's got like this mass control and just. So, yeah, have her sign the fucking petition as well. Listen. Wait, everyone we'll even help you. We need you to go though. The animals, may they follow. I hope they follow. You got to set up fucking animal kingdom somewhere else. If she lived out here, I've seen houses out here in Colorado. When you go up in those mountains, the mountaineer people, Jesus, I could never. Not even interested in having a friend with the house in the fucking mountains. That shit is some fucking one with nature shit. Scary as fuck. You know what I mean? You're in the middle of nowhere. Your neighbor, you probably don't have one. Your neighbor is a fucking goddamn family of bears. Just about half an acre in that direction. There's nothing but a dirt road that leads up to your fucking house from 3 miles out. She needs that. That's it. And she can open up her living room to nature. Her bedroom, she's probably into bestiality. Who knows? Wasting ammunition and effort. She just needs to go. Wasting valuable energy, ammunition, and effort. Honestly. Now, had it just been a fucking wolf, coyote, it could be dope. Still, I would apply the same part. We're gonna poison that shit, or we're gonna stop it from coming around here. That's for sure. Follow it back to its den and put it to sleep in its den. Gas the fucking den. And then, hey, you want to be nice? Gas the fucking den. Follow the fucking coyote back to its den. Gas the den. Take the coyote. Relocate that motherfucker 100 miles from its den. Close its den off. And then see what happens. There you go. Problem solved. Gotta gas the fucking coyote, that's all. Follow it back. Now we have to find a pack of some trackers and also there's a lot of energy, but if we're gonna do it right. She called the cops on the people across the street and told the police they were shooting birds. She told me she called like I told her to. I never to anyone to call the cops, and certainly not on the neighbors. She's a witch. That's fucking crowd manipulation. because they're shooting the birds, and this guy told me to call you guys about it. That bitch might. That now, this would be stuff. This would be great content for a fucking series where she actually is a witch. You know what I'm saying? I had to tell her that I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I probably would have told her some more. You fucking lying cunt. I would have went vulgar with her. You just tell the community that I'm in agreement with, that you need to get out of here, that I'm the one that told you to call the cops on the people that you called the cops on. No. I have beers with them and laugh about them shooting at the birds. The fuck do you mean? No, just humor. It's totally nuts. She could be dangerous with her lies. Oh my God. She's got all the trust of the animals. She's got all the animals on her side. And she damn sure ain't no sleeping beauty. I'm getting witch vibes, sir. Like I said, I believe they exist. I don't know if these bitches is flying across the sky on brooms. I don't know that much to that extent. But y'all. Ducks, coyotes, vultures. What else? Fucking. What is she, like the female Rasputin? My neighbors are pretty cool. Just the one nutcase in the middle. It'd be better if they were all the way at the end, on the outskirt of the community. And right there in the middle. So all those animals pass through y'all shit. And they know where to go. She's over there summoning them and shit. That bitch would have a flat monthly. She drives a car. She'd have a flat monthly. No shit. I wouldn't give a fuck if she's got a Ring camera. I'm gonna get fucking done up. And I'll just be that figure that you know, that you see or don't see. Actually. Flattening your fucking tire every week. Make it costly. And that's being cool. Animal kingdom shit. What, you once worked for the zoo or something? That's cool. Don't bring home work. You know what I mean? Don't bring work home. Oh, fuck. Now you want to put out a little bird feeder, fine. All right? You want to walk your cat, it's weird, but okay. Shit, you want to walk your lizard, it's weird, but it's okay. You start rallying all the animals in the neighborhood, it brings down the fucking value of this neighborhood. It really does. No one wants to live in a rodent-ridden neighborhood. Just as much as I would imagine no one wants to live in, fucking coyote, wolf, vultures. Oh, man. This bitch over here summoning hawks and whatnot. that's just the armada. That's up there with your neighbor who owns a chicken coop. The fucking rooster is really doing the alarm clock thing. 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. I couldn't. I never have. It would be all hell between me and that neighbor. Kill that fucking. I'm gonna kill that thing. Now, neighbors arguing, domestic disputes, gunfire, fire alarms, fucking fire trucks, the ambulance. That's all the usual. I'm okay with that. Right? That's funny though. The Beastmaster's ex is acting up in the neighborhood. And it would be like, wouldn't even be, what's your deal? Whatever, just move. Move to a place that would be okay. That's all. Does she have kids? Or is she so far out there that those are all of her children? The 100 ducks in her yard, the fucking ducklings, the mothers, the fathers, all of them, they're all her children. On this episode of All My Children. Oh. I'm dead. I'm still stuck at the fact you said a vulture attacked her. Vultures are big fucking birds. Her daughter is bizarre. She brainwashed her child from birth. It never crossed your mind? You never thought her a witch? It's got all the dressings and fixings. They dig up my garden to plant peanuts and end up digging up my plants. Who, what? Who the fuck grows peanuts besides planters? Who even thinks to grow peanuts outside of planters or what's his name? George Carpenter Washington. Huh? George Peanut Carpenter Washington. Huh? You're far too kind, sir. Far too kind. He's got you where you are today, so you're good. But I don't know. I don't keep a garden, but I know garden keepers and how that can get. And then see, I would make a complete approach on that too. You got a problem with the neighbors killing off this onslaught of fucking birds and shit you're bringing in, but you're killing my plant life for your peanuts. You don't see a problem with that. You should probably see some shit like your plants can grow back. I don't know. Sounds like the definition of pesky. And so where's the husband in all this? Dare anyone inquire what happened? I would definitely I'd be with part of the community that would want to drive her out of the community. I'm just gonna make your life hell. Since you're making our life hell, it's only fair. Like, if truly, seriously dangerous animals started to fucking answer to her call, like bears. Rhode Island's got bears, don't they? Are there bears on the island? I don't know. Or fucking, well, I guess Rhode Island. You guys don't have lions and shit like that. But if shit like that were to start fucking, you know what I mean? Then what? Then they would mandate that she'd have to leave. I removed her lawn all last year to help her sick boyfriend. She came into my yard and said she was going to hug me, and there was nothing I could do about it. Let's just say there was no hug. She disgusts me. Oh, you mowed her? I thought you said moved. I mowed her lawn all last year to help her sick boyfriend. So there's a guy in the mix. So the Beastmaster's sick, and she's calling on all the animals of the community to bring him back to health. Are we getting in the way? What's going on? Now, just being funny, humorous. So you blew her back out all last year while her boyfriend was sick? You dirty dog. And now she's planting peanuts in your lawn. Because you know what? They say, oh yeah, I was mowing her lawn. Then you were knocking the girl back, eh? Like I said, just being funny. Bringing some humor to the shit. Yeah, that's some treacherous shit. I couldn't imagine being on either end of that. I'll still help an old lady across the street. And I'll still hold the door. I ain't mowing nobody's lawn. I have yet to. And the only time that I did, I got paid for it. Summer gig, probably about 3 decades ago. I live on Aquidneck. I've never even heard of that. No bears here, but parts of the state. Need to cross a bridge to get there, right? Right near Newport. Okay, Newport. No, you know, she put out the calls. Those bears cross those bridges. They don't necessarily need to cross the bridge. I'm sure they can fucking swim. Yeah, but I can completely relate, actually. In all actuality, I can relate without the instance of the actual shit that took place, but the instance of being nice to someone and them eventually turning and putting lies on you. Oh, yeah, I'm completely familiar with that. You should have tuned into my stream years ago. For about a good solid 2 years of my streaming, it was just about that. That's why, you know, it's when you tune in or when I cut it on and I'm like, who's that? Friend? Or fucking this faggot or that weirdo? I told you last time before, I used to be friends. They used to be friends. Even those people that you know, I talk to like that. Who show up every time to listen like that. They're sitting with us now. But, so yeah, that part I can relate to. And through it, I'll salute you. You have real life. You're dealing with a real life troll. I'm dealing with real life trolls too, but just through the internet, just here. I don't have to actually open my front door and deal with any of them. So that's different. But even in texting about her to me, while I'm shredding her, you've been respectful and said, yeah, help her out, you know, and then keep my distance. No, I'm not accepting any hug. You've tolerated, sounds like to me, her and her shit, and I've even helped out. That's admirable. That goes for mention. Trust me. The Almighty watches. That's how I feel. I only wanted to mow it once because it was really long, and my wife volunteered me for the rest of the summer. I was drinking tequila, feeling generous. My wife went and told her for the whole summer. Ah, see, she put a spell on your wife. More of that mind control shit. You gotta watch those people. They're toxic. They infect the others around you while they work their bullshit. I was not happy when she came back and told me, right? Wait, you did what? Okay, well, why? Well, you said, yeah, I was drinking tequila. Well, a drunk tongue speaks a sober mind, or whatever. I would have let that shit grow into an entire forest that fucking grew vines over her house. And then got her kicked out the community. Complained to the proper people. Yeah, no. She's bringing down my value. My property value. It's just, we've asked her to tend to it. Yeah, no. I would volunteer, but it's not my place to. Tequila, no tequila. And then the whole summer, and then okay, see, so that would be like, okay, so we build a good, okay, even so, all right, and you stuck with it. See, that speaks volumes to you. Whether wifey put you up to it or not, you stuck to it. So, boom, you get your blessings. tolerating and enduring and still keeping the right of way. Tequila or not. All right. But that's what I dislike. They never see the light. Or maybe they do. And they do. She saw the light. That's why she wanted to hug you. Yeah, they do see the light. But it takes them so long to see the light. Huh? This conversation is going. Like, huh? I don't want your hug afterwards. Should have kept yourself kosher and up to par from door. Then, you know, be up for hugs. But then again, you know, if you get to know me, I'm not even the hugging type. I could probably count all the hugs I've given my wife, you know, over the past 20 years. It'd be in the hundreds, but, you know. And then, see, she wanted the hug because she said, she admitted herself, no, she knew. You know, translation, no, you're really a good person. I'm a complete fuck up. And I like aggravating and pissing people off, and that's why I want to hug you. Because I know you don't want me to hug you, so I want to hug you. Yeah, one of those. I'd come home one night on some tequila. No, I said I was going to cut it down and cut her fucking mow her lawn in the middle of the goddamn night. And then the community could take it up with me too. And then I'm beyond giving a fuck. Is Rob out there at 3 a.m. mowing her lawn? Yeah, he's promised that he was going to mow her lawn all summer. He told his wife. Oh, I would have went to town. I would have went to fucking town. The cops come. Oh, you guys are not about to fucking approach me about noise, are you? Not with what the fuck has been going on around here that ain't nobody doing nothing about. I'm just getting the fucking grass clean for the fucking 100 ducklings that are going to arrive later on today. I'm just, you know, ahead on top of my game. Oh, I'd be the biggest fucking dickhead. And the wife could say nothing about it. No, I locked you in. Okay. Cool. I swear. Oh, you know, you want to make problems, no problem. I was a born problem child. Let's go. Right this way. And I'd have had the earmuffs. Had the big fucking professional earmuffs on with Bluetooth listening to some other shit. Just enjoying the playlist. At 2, 3 in the morning. Shit. I'm sure someone's done that before. I just never heard of anyone doing that. That'd be funny though. Just kind of on the old fucking the rider lawnmower too. Not the push joint. Just cut that motherfucker on. night construction. I'd probably guaranteedly get myself arrested. But it'd be worth it. And that'd be a first for the precinct. Yeah, see, all from her. Got some good shit for a movie. She's a whole content creator. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. It's fucking hilarious. And like, does she do it on a certain day of the week or some shit? Or is this like everyday occurrence? I know. Sounds like you've spoken to her. What's her point? What's her deal? Like, what's, you know what I mean? What is she after? What's it all for? She's just one of those people that believe highly in nature and animals every day. No days off. It's her job. Is she running with some sort of nature documentary out there, out of her crib? Like, what is her deal? And back to just civil thought without her being a witch, trying to make sense of it. But she sounds just about as far out there as she could be on that show. She could. I think she would qualify. Is it my strange addiction or my strange habit? And people be eating the fucking cushioning out of the couch. People be eating Tide Pods and laundry detergent and shit like that. Hold on. She's just nuts. Won't listen to any neighbors. She thinks she is saving the world. That's her deal. Saving the world. One animal at a time. And not realizing that she's becoming an animal in the midst of it all. Saving the world, are we? Doesn't sound like a bad plan, but I mean, when you say it, you know, or hear it, you know, just say, what are you doing? I'm just saving the world. I believe I'm saving the world. My effort and things I do for the benefit of us all. That's some fucking serious prolific shit to be on. And what's the boyfriend? What's he sick with? COVID or like something really grave? Or because if our mission is to be saving things, we should start with our partners first. Actually hurting the animals, it's not helping them, really. Yeah, if the mad neighbors are low key just killing off shit. This is bad. And you're causing it. Like, okay, they're guilty, but two wrongs do not make a right. But the initiator of the wrong is always wrong. And she's initiating this shit. If she stopped making her fucking domain a feeding zone for something more than domesticated animals, and additionally, if your peers have made it clear to you, hey, it's not just me, everybody, and I'm coming to let you know, and I'm sure they would too. And some people that don't want to tell you wanted me to tell you, because I told them I was going to come talk to you. They said it was okay to make mention of their name as well. Yeah, so that's just about everybody. That's everybody, really, actually. We don't approve of. You have now become the outcast. You've been the outcast before. There's a lot that I'm not approved of. You get that just being black. But and it's funny. This could be fucking brought over to the same thing. People in certain communities don't want black people moving in because then they're going to bring their friends, and then the parties and the noise, right? That's what's been said that I know I've heard. So, but they're animals, they're savages. This bitch actually bringing in animals and savages. She's welcoming the savagery to the community. He had cancer and then some type of heart failure. Right. So, with things being that serious, looking to save shit, well, cancer is definitely one to fight. Which you definitely should be paying attention to chemotherapy. And the heart failure, be on top of that. I think she has her priorities messed up. How can you have a dying partner and be all about life? Literally. Like, that's what she does every day. I would think it'd be better for her to every day, every other day, make it her life journey to help her partner. Not feed the animals of the neighborhood, of the county. She's nuts. Somebody's got their priorities screwed up. Again, there's only so much that can be done for cancer, depending on the cancer, right? But, I don't know. Maybe she's doing that. Maybe she's doing that too. And then this is just where she's at with it. I don't know. I don't. I'll give it a benefit of some sort of doubt. But additionally, I'm just like, if someone's told you, and it's not even just someone, if multiple entire communities told you, hey, putting us at danger. And you're putting those animals at danger as well. Cut that out. And you'd want to adhere to that and move somewhere where you could do that. Yeah, if we could be but a mere pair of flies this summer on her wall, catch some of the pillow talk, like I mean, what? How does he? Is he for this? Is he actually the Beastmaster, and this is the Beastmaster's girlfriend? Who did he bring this about? And then like she's just keeping up his work, his studies. What's going on? Or is he not in agreement with any of this, and is too down to even do anything about it? Because if you're dealing with cancer and heart failure, you definitely don't. You're in no position to fight anyone. Practically in any form, emotionally, physically, or verbally. So, what's Buddy's deal? Has he accepted defeat? Is this part of the plan? Is she preparing him to send him off to Valhalla? What's going on? I think he beat the cancer but lost his commercial driver's license due to the cognitive heart failure, so he's very depressed. Right. Okay. Oh, good for him in beating the cancer. And losing the CDL. I could see how that would hurt. Because he definitely want to be getting the fuck away from there. Let her do whatever and go on the road. So he's very depressed having to be there with her. Seeing her every now and then was, it was working for him. He didn't have to see her on a daily basis. Now he's there. Yeah, heart failure is a fucking, that's a doozy. Yeah, unless he could prove that he has not had any heart condition within the last 5 years, I don't think he would stand too much of a chance. And it probably hasn't been 5 years, so, you go to a company, hey, your medical records, yeah, well, I wouldn't even feel obligated to mention it, but if they did do a background search and they found it, you could combat that. Hey, I haven't had heart issue in 5 years. But if they have a complete policy on absolute no tolerance for, heart failure, then that's probably what it is, though. Because what company could get behind a driver that, his heart's going to give out? And then they're going to go and lock the fan, the victims, and go, oh, wait, they hired this guy knowing that his heart could give out at any moment. And they'll get sued. The company would have to pay. So, yeah. That's probably why he's very depressed, because he was explained that. That was explained to him. And the CDL, just sidestep for a second with that CDL, because I'm a driver. I got a fucking 18-wheeler tattooed on my fucking throat. My dad was a driver. And it has more meaning too, but I wanted the CDL at one point. I no longer do, but at one point I really wanted that. I was just about almost obsessing over it. Like, that's all I have to do, just get my CDL, I'll be good. But that was before the family. This was just last year. It's not on the company. It's the registry that took his license. See? And that, right. Zero tolerance. Right. company might go out on a limb, might, but the registry ain't taking nothing. And your shit need to be as clean as a Chinese whistle, no matter for whatever the registry you're on. Yeah. And quite certain the CDL has very strict guidelines about their shit. Like, in addition, like, THC, CBD consumption is not smiled on. It's frowned upon by the CDL registry. Yeah, can't be smoking weed and shit. No, 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 no. Now you can drink, but if you ever caught a DUI, oh, they ain't fucking with you. Type shit. I don't think. It's probably that tight. It's probably that fucking airlock tight. On all the way around. Medical, mental, physical, and criminal. Now, criminal, something different. If you were just selling drugs, no problem. But if you were doing Grand Theft Auto, no, you were hijacking vehicles? Oh. We're going to have to decline your request for a CDL, sir. Yeah. He's in the pits. But if he still has the love to drive, you get your CDL doesn't mean that you can't still drive, though. Like, you're just going to take on one of those jobs that you can get with the driver's license. Still get that. See, the DMV will still extend you your license. Loophole. So, if I was a friend of his, I'd suggest Uber, Lyft. He'd come to find out he'd make more than what he was making. Maybe. I don't know what kind of driver he was. There's different lines of the shit. There's the CDL driver that drives for Pepsi or Coke, right? And Best Buy, whatever, Walmart. Those are routes. They get paid hourly. But then there's that independent joint where people don't have their CDL license as well. They have their own little towing rig. One of my boys does this, and he gets paid big bucks just to bring shit places. And I don't think he has a CDL. In fact, I'm pretty sure he doesn't. I'm gonna ask him next time I see him. He like driving the 18-wheelers. Don't think he needs the money. Well, then in that case, it is what it is. And if you put enough away and got enough to be feeding 100 fucking ducks in your front yard, well then, you need to look on the bright side. I thought he was down and out, broke, bills stacking, about to get evicted, and his lady doing nothing but feeding animals all day. I don't know, and go to the extremes. It's not the end of the world. It really isn't. Especially if he put away money. He wasn't living check to check. He put away money, he's good. Okay, you can't fucking drive the big rigs no more. That's it. And he should completely understand why. Yeah, like any other bureau, you're gonna have to show. You're gonna have to have a track record that shows, okay, no problems. So a year is not something that they're gonna fucking anyone's gonna, even you yourself, still worried. Oh shit, well, it's only been a year. Well, let's see how this year goes. You're still on pins and needles with yourself about that when it comes to matters of the heart. I think I'm 100% sure on that. So probably just disgusted me. What the fuck with her? Where'd he pick her up at? One of the pit stops? Like, what the fuck? Is that what happened? Let me stop. Hey, you didn't pick something up at the pit stop, started a family, and now he's actually had to slow down and be home. That's why he's got so much money, because he wasn't home before. I know about the truckers. They get their ass on the road at the pit stop. It's been explained to me plenty. She hopped up in the cab with him and stayed in the cab. What's going on? Got out back at the place. He didn't know she was fucking crazy. He just, figured he was helping her out. He's going to pick her up and wash her off. He told her, look, you don't have to be here at gas stops and all this shit. He got to her early. If I was writing a movie that we could put together behind it, this was what it would be. This is the filler. They met at the gas stop. They met at the pit stop, definitely. That's why she's off. There's a void in her life. There's always been. He didn't realize how bad things were getting, while he was out there on the road. He had no time to pay true attention to it after dealing with his ailments. And it just happened to dawn on him, wait a minute, well, why are there animals in the yard like this? What's going on? Oh no, what's all that clanking about? Where are you going with the pots? Oh my God. I knew you were crazy, but oh man. Again, if to only be able to be a fly on the wall, just stare at the pillow talking. Yeah. In her defense, you're never home. So instead of going back to fucking gas stations or that fucking old life, I made a lot of other new friends and clients. She's not a witch. She's just, she has to stay in tune and connect with that frequency of, different things coming at you at all the time. So now it's the animals. She filled that void with the animals. That's what's going on. Got it. Now I understand. That makes sense. Trucker life, huh? Trucker Chronicles. Oh. I feel for him. He'll be all right, man. He'll bring her all right. Bring her to a couple national parks, national state parks, Shit. Oh, man. That's funny. All this from a coyote running up and down the road. Oh, we just kept zooming in on the the magnifying glass, right? The telescope, the microscope. Okay, what's going on? And yeah, the daughter, she doesn't know what to make of much of anything. The mother probably told her. There was no need to, but she was lonely and crazy anyway. She probably told her. Yeah, baby, I met your dad at a gas station, at a truck gas station. What? Yeah, we don't have the romantic novelty, you know, guy meets girl background. How I Met Your Father kind of story, you know. Jesus. I'm just clowning. They're probably all good people, just, you know, dealing with these challenging times. That's all. You know, people deal with challenges differently. Where, you know. Oh man. J1 was good. Ain't nothing, man. We up on the early. On my one of the wake up shit. You know that morning before release, you be up. You got one in the wake up, nigga. Ain't missing nothing. And salute to you. Good to have some crazy things to laugh about in life. It's so bizarre, it's hilarious. Hey. No, all comedy is derived from the truths in life. So, you know, I'm just being humorous. I don't know, you know, you could be a great guy, she could be a great lady. They're just falling on some hard times and they turn to nature. You know, who am I to, you know? Yeah, give them their flowers. They're making the best. They're making do what they got, you know? But yeah, definitely good laughs. Easy like Sunday morning smoke session. Perfecto. Respect. Dead aspects. She cut on some Lionel in the background. That's one. Remember my dad used to listen to it. That's why I listened to it. Angels in the background. I dead ass feel like it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm up. We've been over here talking about his crazy neighbor. coyotes. Just feeding a coyote the size of a wolf, hundreds of ducks, and getting attacked by vultures and all sorts of other fucking rodents, raccoons and shit, feeding the community right next door. Got all these animals running in and shit. Oh shit. See? Quality of life. And I still got another fresh pack. And enough to stuff that to go. So, press on. What we've been here for? Hour and a half. Good money. Listening to that joint making breakfast. Grams biscuits and all that. Now I'm hungry. Couple of deer also, I like them now. Until they get violent. Until they start collecting this collection of them. And it's 3:33 in the morning and they're staring into her bedroom from outside the house with red eyes. Then it gets different. The occasional, ooh, Dad, look, a deer. That's cool. Deers rallying on the neighbor's lawn that live right next door. That's not cool. But yeah, back to that too though. She definitely, if I'm right about what I was joking about, I hit the nail on the head about her having her priorities messed up, you know? And where'd he find her? Where's she from? She didn't grow up in the community. She's from 3 states over in Iowa. Oh, man. I swear, I wish I worked for one of those TV studios where you have to come up with characters and stuff like that. If anything ever happens, God forbid, but if anything ever happens to the point that it makes it on the news, like in a tragic way that it went viral, if you will, where it got a lot of attention, I'm sure you'd be there giving the statement. Because, you know, the reporters are going to go knocking door to door. Yeah, how well did you know your neighbor? Well, oh shit. You'd be able to sell the interviews. You'd be able to charge for the interview. You know what I mean? Many neighbors have chosen not to give a statement, but one has. And you sitting on the camera with the blurred out face and shit. Yeah, that would be it. That would be your opening line right there, you know. I try to mind my business, but and they'd have your voice distorted and shit. Uh, so you say you mowed their lawn for a year straight? Yeah. They're gonna they're gonna they're gonna advise you to leave out the tequila mention. Just cut to the part where your wife asks you to volunteer for the services because, you know, her boyfriend was sick. Right there. We leave out the tequila factor. Don't worry. You can tell your story, but we'll leave it to the editing team. You know, we want the story to have thrive. We don't want, you know, sales for tequila to go up. But you would fully be that person for the interview for sure. Everybody else is, you know, you go around and gather the others. They were just mad and wanted them to leave, thought they were weird. You were that neighbor that gave them a chance. You know? And then after gaining the money for the interview, after you've got all the attention, go to tequila and then get a deal with them to do a commercial. Still keep your voice, your face blurred out, but use that part, that segment. So you were actually involved? You knew them? Yeah. You know, some shit, some fancy shit. But I went for the tequila. Made everything all right that night. One of my neighbors is a reporter, and she wanted him to do a story on the town telling her to stop feeding the animals. He declined. Look, see? I told you. All this shit I've been joking about is a reality. It's movie worthy. Now you don't need to, but if something tragic were to happen, they would put Rhode Island on the map. So you sure she's not running a meth lab of some sort? It's not a darker picture. There's not some sort of cult activity going on. You know, maybe if we just peel back another layer, things might get ugly. Like I said initially, I was going with a witch, you know. This shit's all over the place. One of the neighbors was a reporter. She wants to take the story, but no one wants to. Where's that reporter at? Tell her to fly me out. I'll get the story. You said what? He's a good friend of mine. We had a good laugh. I'm too lazy to be in a cult. All right. now I feel bad, man. I don't want to be knocking your boy. But this shit does sound crazy. Hey, man, you should have told me that earlier. I took him at face value of being just a neighbor. You should suspect anything in America with the neighbor. Mm. That's just a cold fact we all have to embrace. Don't forget, this all started from a cup of sugar, being able to go to a neighbor for a cup of sugar. So, and I think time before last, or at some point before, I mentioned it to my boy Shaman. I'm a joker. I am a natural comedian. You tell me something, I find the funny in it. I'll add on to the funny after we have some laughs. Shit goes on. I mean, are you fucking kidding me? You spoke about it. Yeah, look, you just scroll back. Like, right. You got timestamps on the shit. Going at that with the coyote. Look, as far back as I can go with the comments lead to. Was that right? Are you fucking kidding me? 5:39, and now it's 7:19. So I've been cooking and roasting for 2 hours. It's fucking rotisserie. So yeah, like I said, he's probably a great guy and all that. She wants him to do a story of her illegally feeding the animals. I don't think she would have got the story she wanted. She wants him to do a story of her illegally feeding the animals. I don't think she would have got. Nah, she wouldn't have. Not with fine minds like mine out there. Okay, wait a minute. You're just a neighbor. We ain't even got to the neighbors yet. The neighbors and their gripes, Yeah, I'd like to, go out and enjoy the sun, but there's hawks and vultures flying overhead. This bitch is, she's disrupting the natural order of things, I don't mind the pollution, if you will, but hawks flying overhead, now that's something different. That's something you don't see every day. We'd have to dress up the neighbors' gripes, but. And then, back to the serious shit. It won't be a laughing matter if that coyote, right, fucking attacks someone. It won't be a laughing matter. Now, while we looked it up on Google, there are rare accounts, and then see if it happens. Boom, she'll get her story, all right. She'll get her story. And she might not get the results she wants. Fuck the story. She might end up in jail. I don't know if that's the story she really needs. Are you willing to go to jail for some fame and mention and notice? A lot of people are, actually. So, but she's on board with it too. See, I thought she was just crazy. Now she's got her shit together. She knows what she's doing. She's playing crazy. She's doing crazy shit. She's crazy, but she knows what she's doing. So she'd be the type to try to claim insanity. Funny little situation. But then again, maybe she's not insane and she's just completely on the nature thing and she's just like, yeah, well. And that still is challengeable until someone gets hurt. And then now it's something else too. Animal activist rights people are getting people hurt. This bitch over here, pardon my French, but this bitch over here rallying the animals and shit, and someone got hurt because of it. You know, as humans, we're always like, it's okay that the animals got hurt. But when we get hurt, oh, that makes headline news every time. It really does. And she's conjuring. She's, fuck welcoming. You're conjuring. You're bringing this about. Pigeon coops, fine. Really not, though. I'm sure the board of committee of the fucking housing of that area would have something to say about that. You know, when you started, putting bird feeders out initially, we were fine with that. Blue jays, all that. But you're running a whole pigeon coop. It's causing a problem. And she's gone past pigeon coop. And she knows it. She wants her 15 minutes of fame. She couldn't get that like how she really wants it unless something bad happened. There has to be a negative. There has to be drama. It's a sad fact, but it's the fact of this country and how they report shit. Just being honest. Otherwise, it's just a small article in the local paper. And the fact that they don't want to run it is odd, but they could blow it up. Non-violently. But again, it wouldn't make a splash. So, again, like I said, I'm not back to it. I'm not advising to poison any animals or do anything, but yeah. If that were to go bad, if that coyote that I saw with my own 2 eyes, fuck imagining shit, were to attack someone and it'd be fatal or damn near fatal, hospitalized, yeah, that can all be fucking tracked back to her. And she ain't gonna like it. Because it sounds to me like she's trying to push a PowerPoint of we need to, be one with the animals and all that. That's groovy. Once again, that's your prerogative and that's your thing. That's just your thing. But collectively speaking, that's not our thing here in the neighborhood. Now, if you want to move to a neighborhood where you want to do that, I don't think anyone in the fucking neighborhood would be against it. We'll help you pack your shit. Goodbye. But if you're going to be putting people's lives at risk, then that falls on her. Forget the hee-hee, ha-ha. And a good lawyer can show that. We'll prove that. Her neglect to comply She walks over and tries to talk to the neighbor on the other side when she feeds them and the birds follow her. He has to tell her to get back in the yard. I'm dead. There's just so many levels of laughter on that part. Oh, shit. But back to her, and on the serious, with that said, back to her on the seriousness of that, she's in control. She knows what she's doing. She's aware. And be able to show that she wants to be a nuisance. So now, God forbid, something tragic comes of that. Say a seagull swoops in, pecks out someone's eye. That would be enough, Hey. Oh, fuck this. I don't even know why I went with the seagull. We didn't have any seagulls. The vulture or a hawk in the mist comes down and claws with its talons someone's eye out or some shit. Yeah, that's. And there's video of her being followed by the birds as if she's in some sort of control and shit. And she is. It'd be a wild case, but it could be completely proved. Just with what you've told me as a neighbor. That's a whole case. And it just needs a tragedy. If there's any individual within a fucking 10-block radius of her get harmed by one of these animals that she's fucking corralling in, fucking summoning. Oh. If there was, there could be. She'd be one of the lead. That story would be one of the lead things for Neighbors Gone Wild. When Neighbors Gone Wild. You expect guns and we got those, we'll get those, right? But then in this instance, a woman used vultures to thwart and to dive down on her neighbor. You could hear the voiceover, dude. Like, wait. Nobody wants to call her out on respect of her belief. Well, respect is only but so fucking far. And I think, personally, I'm a fine advocate of respect. But I can assure you, if I were one of the neighbors, and if hypothetically speaking, if I lived in a neighborhood and say my child or my lady or I had got hurt because of her actions, it's war. It's war. It's war. Take me out of it. Say my child got hurt. It's not only going to be my child that's going to be hurt. I'll just say that. So she's playing with kerosene, jet fuel, and fire. She may not realize it, thinks she's on some good, Sleeping Beauty theory, whatever your theory is. Like, when someone gets hurt, then what? Then what? Are you accounting for that? Is she accounting for that? Oh, I don't care if that coyote happens to fucking bite at the neck of some toddler left unattended, just momentarily, quick. Shit came from around the back of the building, or whatever. What the fuck? Oh, what then? And people have been telling her. No. Okay. She's gonna get the wrong fame yet again. So, respectfully, if there was some, then she should respectfully stop doing what she's doing. You proved your point. You should have documented it all. She probably did. Good. Point proven. Now stop before this goes too far. And if you have further study that you want to make or do, please relocate to a remote area where that shit will be groovy. And we can watch you and uphold you and be happy that you were once our neighbor. Yeah, I remember that. I lived next door to her. We actually wrote a petition, and we had to get her attention out of respect and asked her to move, and she did. And she got her fame from it, and she got rich and moved into the fucking mountains. And she's still doing her thing until she has a show, it's on, and all that. Well, yay. I want months lived next to that crazy bitch. Okay, this is good. Before the tragedy. Something's got to give. If you ask me, it's only a matter of time. Hey, that Coyote got friends. Has anybody tracked, that he's made some friends? Yeah, come this way. I mean, property damage. That's what I was thinking before with the birds. She shows no respect to any of the neighbors or property damage. Exactly, right. Hey, I live next door to you. I got my brand new fucking Charger 392 Big Boss Edition. Fucking just cleaned it up Sunday. Oh, whoa. What's going on here? Hey, whoa. No. You're fucking paying for this cleanup. Now, while I took the time to fucking clean it up, and it was looking real good, you're gonna pay for a fucking professional detailing on my shit. Are you fucking kidding me? Huh? Yeah, it would be problems. It would be problems in paradise. I can deal with the occasional, oh, damn, shit. You parked under a tree. That's why you don't when you care about your car like that. But, then they're fucking, there's claw damage or whatever the fuck. They all landed on the, there's all sorts of bird droppings and shit of all sorts of, I don't even know, I can't even define what kind of, it looks like human shit. What the fuck is going on here? In the driveway, my driveway. Who's gonna do it? I'm calling the fucking cleaning company and you are fitting the bill. You are footing the bill. Fully. Yeah, no, come on down. Yeah, they're here. Yeah, this is my property. This is, you say that you're doing you. Yeah, well, you gotta have to respectfully clean this shit up. Fuck you mean? Goddamn. The cleaning company would be making big business as the neighbors. And the bill's going to her every time. Nice talking, Nate, down there outside this beautiful thing. Talk soon. Nice having some laughs. Roger that, man. Enjoy it. We started it off well. Get some drone footage of this stuff, man. It could go viral. It could go, It'd be good if you had some footage. It'd be worth shit. Just food for thought. All right, then. Waypoint. Take care of yourself, man. And happy Memorial Day. I'm going to jump on some of this Sniper Elite and wrap this up. Roger that, man. J1, you still with me? Yeah, I think he said he was hungry. He wanted to get the biscuits and all that. Which doesn't sound bad. Throw that. Oh, yeah, let me get some biscuits and syrup with eggs. Sounds good to me. Peace out. Have a great day, people. I hope you had some laughs with us. I'm sure this will be one of those streams.